Hi, I'm Joe, and this is how I almost got abducted.
Chances are, if you're a parent, you have told your children not to talk to strangers. But how do you know if they're really listening? It's a parent's worst nightmare, their child being snatched right off the street. And each year, it happens to 5,000 families. Today's security specialist, Bill Stanton, will put two parents to the test to see how well they've taught their children about the danger of strangers. Mary and Sal are unsure how their 11-year-old son, Joseph, will react when approached by an older man he doesn't know.
Sometimes I think he might be easily led.
Thanks, Mom.
And that makes me very nervous.
You teach your child never to go with strangers, and you never really know what's going to happen in a real-world situation.
While Mary and Sal watch from a surveillance van, their son plays outside their house, alone. Bill arrives, acting like a big kid, to win Joseph's trust.
Hey, you got an electric one. When did they come out with that? Oh, that's great. All right, you didn't get your name. What's your name, by the way? Joe, I'm supposed to meet a bunch of kids with these, and we're supposed to race. But if they have any of those, they're going to beat me. There's going to be about 7 kids. They're here if you want to race with us when they come. They should be here any minute now. I'm going to call them up, see if they're on their way. Hey, Tommy. I just met a kid that goes to your school. She wants to say hello. Thinks he knows you. Yeah, you want to talk?
Yo, Tommy, who the fuck is this guy?
It takes an abductor only seconds to take off with a child.
Once you're that close to the car, it's too late. Like, the car would have driven off, and nobody would have been the wiser.
Thanks, Mom.
He would have disappeared.
He just wanted to be polite. It was too late.
That is so scary. Let's start with Joseph. Joseph was trying to be nice. He was trying to be polite to you.
Yeah, he was courteous instead of careful. He knew something was going on, but he didn't listen to his instinct. He didn't listen to that little voice inside.
And you used the right ploy. You talked about something, a common subject, the scooter. You talked about friends. You talked about school. These are the things that would put a kid at ease.
Absolutely. I lowered his level of stranger. He needed to know that stranger meant danger in this case.
And the parents, for the parents to be sitting in the van watching us, parents have to remember that a potential predator is not going to look like a monster on the street. He's going to look like some guy, nicely dressed, cordial, friendly to your kids. They're the ones you have to watch out for.
That's right, man. You bring up a good point. Strangers, especially child predators, they're going to come at your kid, not as a mean guy, but as your friend.
It's been a while since this segment aired. How did it come into topic?
I brought it up. I started talking about it over the summer, actually. And then a couple days later, I went downstairs into the basement, and I thought the VHS was down there, and it was. And I pulled it out, and I was like, definitely got to revisit this. And yeah, I just needed to get a VHS player.
So, who did you tell about this video and when?
What, when I brought it up?
Yeah.
You.
Yeah, tell me about that. Tell me how that, I want to know how that went. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was drunk as fuck over the summer. And apparently I felt like that was something I should tell you and bring it back up. Bringing up those repressed thoughts. Yeah, that's pretty much what sparked it again, I think.
How did your parents find out about this position?
Okay, so one of our neighbors down the street she had like a job at MSNBC, and originally she had asked my parents if I and possibly my sister would want to go to the actual recording studio and like talk to, I guess, whoever the host is about stranger danger. That's what I had thought was going to happen, and they did switch it up without obviously me knowing, because obviously that was just candid as hell. So yeah, I got punked.
Do you remember this, and how do you remember this?
Yeah, so I was on the scooter, and I used to always ride the scooter. Electric scooters are awesome. I live in a cul-de-sac too, so it's not like have to worry about cars and stuff. So I was outside on the scooter and just minding my own business. And this dude pulls up, a grown-ass dude pulls up and starts riding like a normal Razor scooter. And he just started talking to me. He's like, oh, you got an electric one. And then the sketchy part that I even kind of forgot about till I rewatched the clip. He's like, yeah, man, I'm supposed to meet 7 kids here. We're going to race. And like, obviously that did not like sound right. But I was young. I wasn't going to be like, yo, creepy ass old dude, like, what are you talking about, bringing 7 kids to my cul-de-sac and racing scooters? And then yeah, he just kind of, he called somebody. He was like, yo, Tommy, where you at? And I guess at that point, because he was like, he handed me the phone and he's like, talk to him. I got close enough to the car where they feel like could have just shoved me in there, and that's how I lost. That's how I would have gotten abducted.
Were you scared when this happened?
Nah, I wasn't really scared. I was more just like, what the hell? Like, that to me was not in my mind. Maybe in the back, but I really, honestly, at no point was just like, yo, I'm gonna get abducted, you know? And they show me next to the door and they like zoom in and they're like, dude, like, this is too close to the car. Like, this is where he messed up. I don't know, dude. I feel like if he actually tried to shove me in the car, it might have like been different. Because then I might have been, I don't know. I'm not gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna punch him and beat the crap out of him. But I would have liked to think I'd have some kind of resistance.
What happened after the incident of the filming?
All right, so you got to keep in mind too. Like, my parents are out, obviously. Like, they were in the van watching this. And our next door neighbor was at home watching us. So I went back inside and they were kind of just like, oh, like, did you have fun with the scooter? Like, whose car was that? It's like, dude, I don't know. Some grown-ass dude who was like trying to get me to race. And then when I should have like realized something was up, my mom called like a couple minutes later and she's like, how you doing? And so, what's going on at the house? Anything happen? And I told her the story and like, she was just like, oh, like, yeah, oh, that's crazy. Like, little did I know, it was a setup from the start. And then they came home and they told me that. And I was like upset, dude. I was like, yeah, I kind of cried a little bit, dude, because I was like, man, like, how could you guys do that to me? And yeah, I was upset to the point where they took me to the shopping center by my house, which is where all the vans and stuff were. And I met the dude and gave me Incredibles, the Incredibles for GameCube. Terrible game. Did not ease the pain at all. And yeah, that was pretty much it. That's what happened after. I might have had trust issues for a little bit after that, but it was cool kind of watching the skit though, so, because I didn't know what it looked like. They told me it was a TV show, but it was just interesting seeing it all put together. Yeah.
Are you still too polite?
Nah, maybe. I think working in retail, dude, I'm kind of more of like, yeah, like, have a rude side, I guess you could say. But, I mean, I think about that a lot, actually. Like, if someone tried to abduct me now, like, how would that go down? I'm thinking I'd have to be, like, drugged or something because, I'm grown. Yeah.
All right.
Thanks for joining me. Turn that shit off.